Hello everyone and welcome to Prestige Encounters, the Dungeons & Dragons campaign brought to you by Lich Souls Gaming. I'm your Dungeon Master Michael and we have an exciting session in store for you tonight. But first, a few announcements to get through. Number one, a lot of the music you'll be hearing tonight is brought to you by Midnight Syndicate. Midnight Syndicate is a music production group creating goth, horror, and fantasy RPG music that you'll be using at your tables at home. For more information, go to midnightsyndicate.com or use the command !midnight in our chat for a clickable link. Twitch chat, that is. You can watch their music videos on YouTube, listen to the music on Spotify, or even ask your Amazon Alexa device to play Midnight Syndicate right now. Thank you so much, Midnight Syndicate. We love your music, and it's always a good time using it for those particularly creepy moments. We have a really cool artwork reveal today. For those of you who don't know, Valerie and Cram have died. Spoilers. And as a result,
I don't know about that.
the characters created, their players created new characters. And new characters means one thing: new artwork.
Wait, I was meant to have him ready this session?
Oh yeah, are we ready to play our new characters?
My new character's not ready yet.
So you can see they're really nice character bus here, the corners of the screen. It's always Percy has gone through a couple, like at least one transformation during this. And you know what, I'm just gonna stop talking. How about we reveal the full body artwork? Right here they are, everybody. Yeah. There is the full body artwork of Percy and Sinasha, both created by Jeremiah, our community artist who created all the artwork up until this point. Fantastic work. It looks so great. We love to see it. And
thank you.
Of course, I really like Percy looks like he's been a vampire his entire life. I just want to say, like, the way, like, he just looks like he's always been a vampire, that he just deserves that. And of course, Sinasha with her goggles on, her electrified axe, the branches of the world tree at the bottom, the tree of Aeons that we see. It's fantastic. Okay, we're gonna switch back. Okay. So
yeah,
great job to the artwork. However, we're going to keep our announcements at the beginning of the stream short for moving on from this point. But with that being said, I would like for everyone to grab your drinks, grab your snacks as we welcome you to our table and we begin tonight's session of Prestige Encounters. And here to tell us what happened last week in her very own words is none other than Emmeline.
Suspenseful music, please. Before moments of disaster, there's a feeling, a thickness in the air. For this group, it was the sound of bone cracking and the sight of a skeleton reaching into his own chest. On the night in question, the confrontation was already spiraling. The attackers, reanimated skeletons, which were later identified as crude bone golems, were losing ground. That's when one of them made a choice. Witnesses say it reached into its ribcage and pulled free a cryptic black stone. Seconds later, it detonated. The explosion was carnage, meant to be brutal. Sinasha and Percy went down immediately. Others followed. Not dead, but very nearly erased. And then, as the dust was still settling, the door opened. Lady Darthbine, ruler of the most powerful of the 8 houses, entered the room without hesitation. Instead of being concerned with the obvious damage to the infrastructure or the well-being of the victims, she demanded to know what happened, called the group a disappointment, and gave them a deadline. 30 minutes, be dressed, and be present. Then she left. Almost immediately, another figure appeared, adorned with rubies, the Lady of Adalir Sendre, reacting not with horror, but delight. OMG, what a statement, she declared to the still, shaken souls. This is reported in every account from witnesses at the scene. Percy didn't buy it. He pressed her, even threatened exposure. He suggested Lady Darthmine might be interested in her involvement. She laughed. Her response was simple, unperturbed by the threat. "You're new. My word matters more than yours." They had 10 to 15 minutes after this conversation. As they regrouped, Sinasha struggled to reconcile with what she was seeing. The casual power plays of politics. It was nothing like the home she desperately wanted to get Naoki back to. Wounds were magically treated, clothes hastily adjusted. Naoki slipped on ornate boots, seeing as how fashion here wasn't optional. It was survival. As they walked to the tea room under the stares of rival houses, tension was thick enough to choke on. Darthbine's office wasn't an office at all, really. It was a workshop filled with sketches, designs, and plans everywhere. Art in the making. They explained everything. The bone golems, the black core, the explosion, and one detail that stood out. Their clothing had been targeted before their bodies. Darthbine listened, and then she delivered an ultimatum. No answers by sunrise, and this ends badly. At this point, the investigation was started, and immediately fractured. Naoki, Sinasha, and Percy went to the Mirror Witch, apologizing for the ruined clothing and asking about the attackers. She denied involvement, and her story checked out, but something was wrong. Naoki's reflection didn't show him. Instead, a red-haired human stared back. Similar, sure, but unmistakably a stranger. The Mirror Witch explained some designs don't reflect truth, and sometimes they're sabotaged. Elsewhere, Emmeline and Diablo questioned Sane, the one who sold bone golems and openly feuded with the Mirror Witch. Suspicious? Absolutely. Lying? Apparently not. Evidence from the scene was provided for him to analyze. He confirmed the golems were cheap knockoffs meant for the lower classes. Inside them wasn't a marrow, but this black infusion dyed deliberately. The ink pointed towards Nuit Eternelle. Back at the scene, the group cataloged what remained. A ruby, a black teardrop gem, shadow silk, and bone fragments. The silk narrowed things down to 4 houses, and the ruby screamed at Alir Sendre. The teardrop gem was debated until Naoki held it to his chest. Witnesses say he felt a sudden, overwhelming grief. The gem responded to him. It was not Nuit Eternelle. It was Maison Lacrima. At House Lacrima, the air itself was heavy. Emmeline and Diablo struggled to stay upright as waves of sadness rolled over them. The lady of the house mourned openly with her subjects before agreeing to an interview with the pair. A standard conversation, really, asking about the events of the night and how she was feeling about the chaos. She grieved and moaned about how unfortunate this all was. The clothing, what a shame. And the attackers. It was during this conversation, though, that she slipped. Just once. A tiny detail that the investigators were quick to pick up on, and one that they had been hiding from the suspects. The 6 of them. There were 6 attackers, and she had just revealed she knew that detail, when no other suspect seemed to. Silence followed. The teardrop gem was shown to her after she began backtracking, blaming one of her assistants. The pressure was mounting. When the other investigators arrived, they compared notes outside. One last test remained. Shave the dyed marrow from the bone fragments. Fail, and the evidence would be destroyed. Percy succeeded. The dye matched Lady Lacrima's couture, which had been prepared that very night. Backed against the wall, she offered an alliance. If they blamed Maison Ossuaire instead, and then she whispered something to Emmeline. Whatever it was, it unsettled her deeply. Perhaps she will share these details with us in the future if we can get her in for an interview. Finally, they were out of time. The deadline was upon them. They returned to Lady Darthbine with everything they had gathered, the gem, the silk, the ink, the confession transcript. Emmeline named the culprit, Seraphine Lacrima. In an instant, Lacrima was teleported into the room. Lady Darthbine rose, unsurprised. This had always been a test, one of loyalty, intelligence, and control. With a gesture, she transformed Seraphine Lacrima into a porcelain doll. Small, perfect, and silent. A single black tear fell from the doll's eye, staining its porcelain cheek, and she dressed the doll, placing it along a shelf where it sat with many others. Listeners should know, witnesses report a faint scratching sound, as if something inside was still trying to escape. With the investigation being complete, Lady Darthbine offered them passage south to the Forgotten Grove, but she warned them something was hunting them. An angel once sent to destroy the Veiled Vanguard, only halted by the shadow of Nexus, an angel of vengeance. And once they leave the city, it will come for them.
Thank you so much, there, Emmeline. And
Podcast mode.
Prestige Encounters podcast is expanding. Catch our latest murder mysteries in about 20 years. So great job. And that's where we last left off, everybody. You all stand within the office, the workspace, the workshop of Orlean Darthbine. The doll sits upon the shelf. She turns back and looks at all of you. Well, that will be all.
Curtsy from Sinasha.
Emmeline will bow and she'll go ahead and take her leave. I'm assuming that the lockdown is over now.
Of course. You are free to go. You will find the tavern of which you will be staying tonight near the main square of which you were teleported. The Bone and Blossom is one of my favorite establishments to walk by. I'm far too rich to be staying there, but you will find it suitable for your needs, of course.
It sounds excellent. Thank you.
Of course. Well, darlings, you did well tonight. And in the morning, will you be heading off?
Yes.
Yes.
Where to?
The Grove, I believe that's the most sensible location.
Very well. Well, hopefully you return back from your adventure. I'd hate to see the tower go uninhabited for another several hundred years.
We'll make sure we survive them.
She'll turn
Thank
around
you.
and sit down on her desk.
Could I, as I'm leaving, can I look at these other dolls that are on this shelf? What do they look like? Anything remarkable? Is it anything almost historic? Does that make sense? Do any of them resemble someone that I might know, I guess? From stories or something?
Make a... Let's see. Make a investigation check to like look at the dolls as closely as you can as you're leaving the room.
Okay, yeah, give me one moment here.
Who makes the Sengesian girl doll shoes?
27.
Wow. Yes,
So as you're
27.
looking across the dolls, you don't see anyone that you would immediately recognize from stories that you've been told or history of that sort. But you do see that there are a number of fashions that don't seem to have changed from the dolls being created. They seem to kind of go down the line in a very like the fashions dynamically change here. This city is the center of the cultural powerhouse of the Zinkesian Empire, and to really embrace its or show that it is a cultural leader in the world, right? A lot of the world, the image of the Zinkesian Empire from outsiders come from this city in terms of like, and so they want to look at the culture. So these dolls are all dressed in the era of which they were transformed.
Fascinating. Okay.
Walking out.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that was something, I must say. Approaching you is the head of La Maison Ossuaire, also known as Thane Ossuaire. He takes a long drag of a cigarette. His cinched waist is very prominent. So, I guess that you decided not to turn against your patron.
Well, we sided with the truth.
Wonderful. He takes another deep drag.
I get the feeling that you don't play games with Lady Darthbine.
Nobody should. Ever. It was such a shame that she decided to attack you, but perhaps it was the design.
Well, it should be a pleasure for you to know that somebody who so poorly imitated your creations is dealt with, even if we didn't complete your request.
Imitation could be flattering, but
not from the sounds of the way you described it.
not when it's done so cheaply, darling. Anyway, Ta, I hope you get some good rest tonight. Lock your doors. And
We'll see you
he'll
tomorrow.
walk away, stilettos clicking on the floor as he does so.
Imagine like stilettos made from like fingers.
And I'm assuming everyone's just dispersing at this point, kind of outwards into the city.
The overall, like, the drama, the show, everything is done. People are packing up and leaving. There's always going to be that one person, that one drunken zombie in the back corner that overstays their welcome, has to be asked to leave and doesn't take any of the hints. But overall, yeah, it's dispersing.
Is there any of the fractured about?
No.
No, not at all. Okay.
Any of the fractured
Just curious.
within the chateau?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Like doing
not.
like peasant work or something, you know?
Look at that carpet.
To be specific, the carpet. So to be specific, the fractured are not the workers. That would be people, the people who wear the masks.
So they're viewed more like rats or something like
the fractured
that.
are
Right,
pests.
Okay. Interesting.
Right.
We passed by the blown up room.
Yeah, it was on the way out.
Can I look in there and look in the fireplace?
Sure. Make an investigation check. Is there something in particular you're looking for?
I'm looking for that piece of that mirror that I broke off of my robe.
It's not that so bad.
Oh, oops.
What'd you get?
I'll help you with that.
Too late to help. As it is
My fault. My fault.
already done. You do, with a 6, you do not find anything. If there was anything to be found, but the ashes are everywhere. People are starting to clean up. You feel like you're more of a nuisance right now as you're taking too long. Like someone to try to find their phone at the end of the night out of a club. You just leave. Call back tomorrow.
Maybe it'll be in Lost and Found.
Maybe.
You know, hopefully you had the claim ticket still.
Bummer. You'll just see him like come out, wiping ash off of his fingers. Does anyone notice? I wonder. Anyone so nauseous shaped?
At this point, the masses are starting to like kind of go down the main boulevard back towards their homes, as this is the only road that leads up to the chateau, and going about their business. So I'm assuming you're all continuing to walk.
Yep.
Yeah. Tasha just looks at him curiously, but doesn't seem to make a mark out of it.
As we're walking, can I try to keep an eye out for spots where I maybe notice a couple of fractured, maybe hiding in like an alleyway, or maybe they're like kind of huddling under a bridge or doing something like just being stowed away? And can I like just can I note those places
Yeah.
as we're walking?
Go ahead and make a perception check as you're looking around.
Okay. $15.
15. You don't really see a whole lot in this area as you're near the Grand Boulevard, and as you're like walking back, you do notice that there's like a couple areas outside restaurants and places where they're kind of sifting through the garbage that's thrown out into the alleys, but they're very quickly chased away. They seem to show up in the instant stuff is taken out as rubbish, but it is quickly cleaned up, as there is no garbage to be left out invisible in these streets for a prolonged amount of time. But that's really all you see.
Okay.
You looking for something, Emma?
Yes and no. I'm really curious, and I might want to ask him questions before we leave.
She's gonna like whisper that to you. She's like, because Shay mentioned it.
Those who shall not be named?
Yes. Yes.
Why don't you send Eggy out to investigate them this evening?
This could be good. This could be good. I'm going to have to review his writing skills before he goes.
Does he have to write it down, or can he just report back when he... I mean, I'm sure if he follows some of them, he might find where they're taking shelter, or what they're living.
Are you saying I should, like, send him after them? Following them?
Without hurting them. I mean,
That sounds doable.
Yeah.
Right? She's gonna kind of, like, reach up into her hat and, like, rummage around. Kind of pull him out. Does that sound doable?
Were you asking me?
Right.
Yeah, she's asking Aggie.
I'm sorry, repeat what you're saying. I was reading something.
You're good. She's just gonna ask him to go and follow one of these fractured people and see where they go. Like,
Okay.
where they're hiding.
Are you going alone, or like the two of you?
It's just Eggy going, if he can.
Aggie. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
On a solo mission overnight.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Because we never use them, so let's use them for something.
That will be
Good point. Good point.
What happens on this will most likely be a one shot down the road. But for now, he looks at you, goes, okay, and he hops off. He turns invisible and starts to follow.
No hurting. No hurting. Just
no
observe.
hurting feelings.
No hurting bodies.
A feeling's good.
I think their feelings are already broken. I don't know how much you could hurt them.
Okay.
But I could hurt their feelings.
What?
And Iggy, the wonderful little closet jumps off of Emmeline's hat, and with a brief moment of shimmer, turns invisible, and the pitter-patter of his feet upon the stone street fades.
So, welcome to the precursor to the future one-shot. Iggy becomes the rebellion, the king of the fractured, and leads a rebellion against Lady Darthbine. We enjoy showing that to you sometime in the future.
Oh my.
I'm making this up, but...
All right. So, you continue down the street, and eventually you make your way to the Bone and Blossom. This tavern sits on the edge of what's called the Nocturne Gardens. Its facade is built around the trunk of a massive bone white tree. The tree's bark is smooth and polished like ivory, its branches arcing overhead to form a natural canopy. From those branches hang bioluminescent blossoms that are pale and ghostly blue that glows softly in the moonlight. The door is framed by flowering vines that pulse faintly with this greenish black energy, opening from a whisper of petals.
Like a password?
So the petals fall away and pull back to let you in, rather than it being a traditional door.
That's very nice. Very nice.
You're speaking my language.
Yeah. Yep.
Interesting.
These are fun.
Inside feels like you're entering a dream. The tavern is dimly lit by floating lanterns shaped like flower buds. Each lantern emits a soft, warm glow that shifts gently between colors: rose, lavender, and moon white. The air is perfumed with a blend of floral incense and something faintly sweet like embalming spices. The centerpiece of the room is the tree itself. Its roots twist through the floorboards, its branches stretch across the ceiling, and its flowers open and close in slow, rhythmic pulses. Every blossom emits a soft chime when touched by a breeze or a passing spirit. The walls are lined with carved bone panels depicting scenes of rebirth, metamorphosis, and the cycle of beauty through decay. Tables are made of polished dark wood inlaid with ivory petals. The entire tavern feels alive, but gently, peacefully, beautifully, even if its clientele are not. There is no band playing on the stage, but you look up and you see a quartet of spirits floating around the room, each holding a different instrument that emits soft, haunting melodies. The music shifts with the mood of the room, from gentle waltzes during quiet evenings, bright fluttering tunes with the blossoms open in unison, or slow, mournful pieces when the patrons are reflective. You walk up to the main bar, which is also the front desk where you could check in for the evening, and a white suit with kind of like black thread designs going through it, and a skull face looks at you. Their eyes have a faint turquoise like glow that just accents really well with the white and black. Hello and welcome to the Bone and Blossom. How may I help you this fine, beautiful evening?
Hello. We're the Veil Vanguard, and I think that Lady Darthbine has arranged our stay for the night?
Yes, you all will be staying in the penthouse of our wonderful section at the top of the canopy of the tree.
Wow. And in terms of, refreshments and food, is that all covered as well?
Of course. In fact, we are moving the current tenants out of the penthouse as we speak. With that being said, a body falls from the rafters onto the floor, and there they are now.
Oh,
Are they moving?
With a few clicks of joints and bones, the body kind of like snaps back into place, and the person gets up. It's a woman with a gown at the bottom. It's like a tool-like material. She goes, "How rude," and picks up her shit and leaves.
Oh, I see that you offer a very quick checkout process.
Only for expedited check-ins.
Of course. It's nice to be Platinum Plus, Diamond Elite.
May I interest you in one of our signature cocktails?
yes. Definitely.
Absolutely. That sounds delightful.
Yes, and could we also acquire about 50 bread rolls and just a ton of butter as well? Lots of butter?
Feeling hungry this evening.
Yes.
However,
I need...
fit in a corset with that much bread and butter, my dear.
You should see what I've put away before.
We
we're a big group.
Arranged, of course.
Do you offer, I'm assuming, alternate beverages for those who have different tastes? She looks at Percy. Let's say a dark red beverage.
And then like Naoki will be like right beside him, pointing at the sharp canine tusk that he has.
I believe insights is what we're looking for. That can be arranged. Do you have a preference of where it's sourced from? We have free-range humans just outside the city.
I won't.
No thanks. I'll be okay. No, we'll be all good.
I mean, voluntary.
Yeah. No, we'll be okay. Thank you, though.
Maybe just a sampler.
I think he said he's fine.
And then Diablo pats him on the back.
Yeah.
Also, baths, or is that more of a morning thing? Could a bath be arranged?
We'll bring hot water up to the penthouse for you to bathe in, of course.
Wonderful.
This is Mira. He gestures to one of the workers. You notice the worker, it has ivory white skin with green spiraling tattoos with petals that go all across the arm, up around the face. They're headed. All the workers look like this. Their heads are shaved, vines and petals all across the skin, the body, that sort of thing. And you notice as well, this is an important detail I forgot to mention, that when she says Mira's name, she steps forward and she seems to come out as a living art installation that blends in with the wall and comes up to help you.
Oh my.
Now, which of our cocktails would you like to take to your room with you?
You have a list, a tasting?
He produces a slate that has the following drinks on it: a petal of the last bloom, an ivory mead, ghost wine, and the blossom kiss.
Every mead, ghost wine is separate?
Yep.
I'll take one of each, please.
Emlyn will get a bottle of ghost wine. Sorry.
I'll take a blossom kiss.
try the a flagon of the ivory mead?
Of course.
Is that vegan? I'm not
Sure.
vegan.
I mean,
No, it's made with
vegan?
ivory.
Huh?
It's made with ivory. I doubt it's vegan.
Yeah, I say it might just be an ivory-colored meat, but also meat or penis. Yeah, I'm just pulling your.
Have you always been vegan?
Never. I'm just joking.
Oh,
She
Oh.
just said she wasn't after that.
Yeah.
I don't meet many of them. I thought it was a myth.
No, I've met some as well. I have a friend who doesn't really eat meat, but that's okay.
I will have a tray of the drinks brought up to you.
Could I'm assuming that you have the cheese. I cannot remember the name. Very fancy, but the cheese with the bugs in it. Could I get some of that as well? With the maggots.
I will find a source for you.
Thank you.
Do you also have an instance, particularly of the sulfuric kind?
We do not deal in any kind of components such as that. I apologize.
Or one that kind of makes you a little bit more sleepy than usual?
I mean, you can just try warm milk and some nutmeg. Like heated milk with
Fair.
a dash of nutmeg. I found it very relaxing.
So, Mira, we'll take you up to your room. Walking up a large spiral staircase to the penthouse, which is a very large room at the top of the canopy of the tree. And you have a few windows that overlook the entire city. You see the geometrical spacing of all the streets, how the blocks are very well designed, laid out, with the area that the teleportation circle as I will say that the city is shaped very it's shaped like a semicircle, with the area that you entered from as the epicenter of the center of the circle, and the boulevards all stretch out with the chateau at the far other side of the circle. Make sense? A tray is brought up of the drinks that you requested, and I'm going to describe the drinks to you because I made them. So
Absolutely.
So
if anyone wants to help me write these down.
A petal of the lost blossom is a sweet floral drink infused with the glowing blossoms sourced from the tree itself. As you take a drink and you exhale, a little bit of petals appear like mist on your breath on a very cold evening, and then they dissipate. You have the ivory mead, which is a thick, pale mead brewed with honey sourced from the nectar and pollen that comes from the flowers. They have an apiary around the back that is described to you. It's warm, comforting, and there's a slight numbness that spreads through your body as you drink it. Your bones become heavy, and then it fades. The ghost wine is a translucent, pale green color, and it tastes different to each of you. For those of you happy, may be sweet and light-bodied. For those of you who are down, it might be a little drier. As you drink it, there's a pleasant chill that spreads through your body, sourced from your stomach as it settles. And finally, the Blossom Kiss is a sparkling drink served in a flute that leaves a faint floral imprint on the lips. It is described as a very popular beverage among romantics and first dates here at the establishment.
It's very sweet. So not sure we'll take a bath between the drinks.
A few moments later, a very large 2 baskets of rolls and butter are brought up and set on one of the tables in the room, along with some cheese that is somehow exactly as Emlyn described. They found a way. Mira looks at you all. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Yes.
A nice warm glass of milk and some nutmeg. I'm feeling ready to sleep.
And then Naoki will like walk over and just like draw his umbrella and just like lean in, bring up some of that blood for Percy, but specifically at 4 a.m. when everyone is asleep. Do not wake anyone, only wake him.
Can we make perception checks to that or what? Like,
roll stealth, Naoki, and Percy can roll for perception.
Second. Perception. 21.
Or blood pushers.
And Naoki got a 13. You hear him say it.
Okay.
Emmeline is busy taking off her gloves and preparing to dig into this disastrously large pour charcuterie thing that she has designed for herself. So she didn't hear any of that.
She's intending to eat it all.
I've got to ask Emmeline, how in all of the hells is maggot-infested cheese fancy?
It's because it's like a forbidden thing, you know. You know, it's hard to do. She's gonna say this in between, like chewing their heads off while she's biting into this cheese.
I wouldn't say it's hard to do. I mean, you know, out in the wastes, when I was a young boy, I had to eat plenty of maggot-infested cheese, weevil-infested crackers, biscuits. Not particularly pleasant, but one does what one does to survive.
That's why I love eating bugs. You know, there's a lot of them where, you know, you're working around in the ground and working around the bodies. You don't want to eat the ones from the bodies. That's if you cook them, look, a lot of people don't like it, but I like them when they're crunchy, and these are pretty plump, but nice and juicy, and it contrasts with the cheese. Do you want to try some? She'll kind of prepares them on a piece of bread.
I gotta ask, how can you tell if a maggot's been on a body or not? What if it was on the body, ate some of it, and crawled off?
Well, this is a good question. I don't eat them from the bodies directly, and I typically don't eat maggots, but spiders, grasshoppers, ants, those burrowing beetles, the hag's beetle, I believe. Yeah, that was really good. I enjoyed that. You know, the crunchier maggots, but they've only eaten cheese, I assume. Right?
You know where you are, right?
Where do you think these maggots have been?
He just puts his hands up and then walks over to Redatus just to hang out near him.
She's gonna keep eating them, but at a much noticeably slower rate.
I mean, I'm assuming they would taste a little gamey, you know?
I feel like they'd be more bad.
Yeah, like you'd pick up. Let's not talk about this anymore.
Would you like to try some? I swear that they taste good. Juicy.
You know,
inoffensive flavor. Here, she'll get some loaded up on the bread for you, and
yeah, she'll eat it.
Naoki will also slip into the tub. I'm going to assume it's like this giant hot tub thing.
Yeah, she's in the tub. Yeah, we're in the tub. You're giving us mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
Mag.
Oh my god. We just invented it.
Well, it's canon now.
Yeah. Yellow just sits around.
You know, my way over here, I ate 3 of those schnoggles to survive on the caravan.
Did any of them have like a saddle or?
Well, yeah. I took them from the caravan.
Mm-hmm. Anyway,
It was a bunch of these guys.
Mm-hmm.
I hitched a ride, threatened the guy to get here. You know, his friends, they didn't need their schnoggles no more, and I was getting hungry. I ain't suffered.
I mean,
Did you cook them? Or did you eat them raw?
I cooked them when I could.
Okay.
mm-hmm.
You know, I'm really glad that Rosad did not just hear that, because he
would have killed you 3
He would've been
times,
excited
probably.
about him.
Did Rosad find Shelby? Like,
They always, yeah, they've got to tell. If there was a problem, he would seek vengeance, surely.
I mean, it's gonna be a little awkward if Rosad comes after Diablo next, but
What are we talking about?
sorry, the Rosad, the one you're traveling with, he had a pet mount companion Schnoggle.
Did he leave it wander in the waste with some undead guy?
Well, he left it with his employer, but we don't exactly trust them, so hopefully they didn't just sell them to the first traveling traders.
I reckon we're in the clear. I can't uneat him.
Yep. Yep.
True.
Just,
Yeah. Okay.
How did they taste?
I mean, it's saltier than you'd expect.
Like chicken, though? I hear most things taste like chicken.
Why the hell would it taste like chicken?
Because chicken doesn't taste like anything.
Chicken tastes like chicken.
Yeah.
I do
Sorry.
enjoy me some chicken.
Yeah, it's chicken. Chicken tastes like what you make it taste like. It's not got a strong, distinct flavor.
Schnoggle tastes like eating a big rat with a handful of clay.
I hear rats taste like chicken.
At this
I
point,
like
Mira
clay.
will return with the warmed glass of milk with a sprinkle of nutmeg on top. She'll bow her head and step back.
And she starts sipping it in the tub with her mac and cheese.
And then Nikki's gonna look over and look at Sanash and be like, "It's tonight."
Sorry?
That was very ominous. Are you
It's
what?
You got in the tub with me and you said it's tonight. Let's be more specific here because
Nikki?
I'm getting a lot of mixed messages right now.
It's tonight, and then he'll like show like
Yeah, tonight I'll see.
You're gonna kill Sanasha?
no.
What?
I'm going to
You're putting
look
us to
into
sleep?
her
Oh,
dreams.
right. Wait, you can do that now?
Mhm.
Oh,
I feel like I can. I feel like I can do it now. It feels a lot more clear on how you mold the mindscape to allow yourself to enter into someone's dreams. I think I was doing it a bit wrong, as Emmeline would put it. It was like trying to put a square into a circle hole.
yeah. That's unless the square is smaller than the circle, but sure. Because if it's smaller, you could put it in any hole.
Okay, so,
Wait.
well, if I say it's a long... Whatever. You win, Sanasha. You win
No,
this.
it's true. If you try to put a square to, it's a child's game. I understand.
You said you're off into her dreams. I mean, I don't mean to fret, but Sanasha wakes up like gasping for air every day. Sorry. What if like you drown in there? Can you do that? Can you drown in her dream?
What if she's running a lot while she sleeps?
This is like a weird.
I mean, we'll just have to see. And then if you see me if for whatever reason you see me convulsing, which I don't think the spell would do that, probably, but now that you know, just I guess if you see me in the morning on the floor, just I'd like to be buried underneath this tree. It's very pretty.
Not at your grove? You don't want to go home?
No,
You're not gonna die.
This one
First
here,
and
okay.
foremost.
There's
Yeah.
a little bit of room left in the bag. We can take you home.
I don't know. These guys are a little bit bigger than Valerie.
We shouldn't make a habit of that.
Yeah, no, I mean, yep. As Sinatra remembers in her mind the time that they put Emmeline's body in the bag.
Just that imagery.
Just having that, like, she's having this, like, horrified imagery of them, like, trying to shove the second body in.
And as the night is progressing, would I be able to, like, look out and kind of see, like, the guards, are they lessening in numbers as the night gets darker? Is there less patrolling on the street, would you say?
So
Or is it a constant amount all the time?
it'd be a pretty constant amount all the time. These are the majority of the guards are constructs. They don't require sleep or anything like
Okay.
that.
But the citizens, they're, like, in their homes, right?
It's very much like, New York would be, where it's, a lot of the citizens are undead. Some of the citizens are living. It really comes and goes, but just the crowd changes more than anything.
Okay. Noted. Noted.
Well, you all soak in the tub, you enjoy your beverages and food. And soon enough it's time to get ready for bed.
Before they go to bed, Diablo will walk over to Percy.
You've been getting hungry or something. They offer to get you blood.
I don't know what that was about. He's kind like that. He likes to help people, and I don't know. I don't be feeling.
What are
any
you talking
different.
about? I'm talking about
Next
earlier in downstairs.
Yeah, he likes to help people, so he wanted to help. Maybe I don't know. Yeah.
You sure? Because I'd want to know if you're getting hungry. It's kind of an important thing.
I mean, I don't feel any more hungry than I usually am. I don't feel that hungry after seeing that maggoty cheese, I'm not gonna lie. That was quite off-putting, actually.
Maybe my words were not clear. I don't necessarily mean hungry. I more so mean thirsty.
That drink really did quench my thirst. I'm all good.
Should we roll against each other?
Go ahead.
Please.
Yeah. It's a deception versus insight. Is that what this is?
That is what that would be.
Oh, that's yeah. I think you win here no matter what.
We'll see.
That was a really good roll.
You
Yeah, I've only got a +1.
Yeah.
Look, man, I don't feel any different. That's the end of it. Like I feel capable. I feel strong. I feel good. You saw me in that fight. I feel like I helped.
Okay, I get you. Maybe it's gonna take a minute. I mean, they put the vampire stuff in you. It's weird, but whatever you do, just let me know. I might have a solution.
Like you're gonna kill me solution or pull my teeth out solution? Like what are we? What about?
No, I told you I'd kill you if you like switched up on us or did something weird and evil and undead. I feel like pulling your teeth would be more of an inconvenience than anything.
Yeah. Okay. You know, you just I don't know. You're giving me super weird vibes recently.
I'm giving you weird vibes. Okay. But my solution was that if you do get hungry, if you're to stick to our agreement, I'd rather you be getting blood from somewhere I can control.
Like, people you kill?
No, mine.
Your blood? Why?
Yeah.
But interesting. I was not expecting that, actually. That's... Okay. Thanks.
The fact of the matter is you got a certain type of sickness right now. And if what it takes to manage that is me giving blood so that you don't go all evil, I'm willing to give it.
Okay. Interesting. I'll let you know.
Yeah, but no biting. That's weird as shit. I'll put it in a cup or something.
Yep, okay. That's fair. Cool.
Anything else that anybody would like to do?
As that conversation is happening, Evelyn is drinking a full bottle of ghost wine to herself, and every now and then shoving a piece of bread and some butter like slathered on it into the bag of holding. And once she finishes this bottle of wine, she's gonna go peruse around the streets for a bit. And every time she sees a fractured, she's gonna like get kind of close, kind of walk kind of close, and then just chuck at him real quick. And then keep walking. Make it seem as unassuming as possible. Just toss it, toss him some.
Make I'll let you choose. You can either make a sleight of hand check or a deception check.
Okay, this is interesting. Let me review here. Honestly, they're both the same, so we're just gonna send it.
Okay,
Wow, that's pretty
17. Noted. Thank you.
That's not bad.
Before we get to Sanasha and Naoki, is there anything else anybody would like to do? So everybody else goes to bed? Okay. Naoki and Sanasha, I'll let you describe. So I'll let you know now that we will go into a narration moment once it begins. But I will let you describe and how you set yourselves up, what you say to each other, and then I'll take over whenever you're ready.
Okay. What are the beds like?
The beds are so fucking nice, they're so nice. They just are, feathered pillows, like a million thread count sheets. They're just like feels like a baby's leathered skin over your body that, and maybe it is, who knows?
Yeah. All right. So Sanasha will.
So you will lay on the bed.
Okay. Do I need to be asleep?
You do need to be asleep, yes.
Okay.
Because if you are awake, granted, I could still do it while you're awake, but I would rather you be asleep because I'm not sure. Never tried it before. Well, I've never tried it at all, but
Okay.
you know.
That's not at all. Okay.
It makes the most sense.
Okay. So I was pretty tired anyways, so obviously laying down. What are you supposed to do in this? Like, do we push both beds together and we touch hands, or? No.
I'll worry about that. You're fine.
Okay, I don't know how this works. It's a little weird, so... Okay, Sanasha will just, go to bed and lay down, put the pillows up behind her neck, enjoying all the extra thread. She looks very comfortable. Lays her axe down next to the side of the bed, kind of make sure it's secure so it doesn't fall over.
It'd be so unfortunate the axe just fell off its hook and decapitated someone in their sleep.
But it's not on a hook. It's literally leaning against the side of the bed.
Be so shameful. It had like a slight nudge and fell off and decapitated someone in their sleep.
It's not done it before.
Yeah.
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 Oh, yeah. Attached by the hook to the bed. It's fine. Don't worry about it. She hits the trigger and lays it against something flammable. No, she goes to sleep. It's like, there's nothing I need to do special. Just go to sleep?
Nope.
Can you stop watching me? I can feel your eyes. My eyes are closed. She's
Okay,
asleep.
I will. Okay, well, here we go. And he's going to. You'll see him like kind of like pull apart his hands and like this like kind of like wispy auras like through his hands, and he holds her face like idiot sandwich style and like grasps on, closing his eyes. And then like once he feels like he's fully connected, he immediately just goes funk and just like falls on top of her.
Also, the axe loses his head.
Double decapitation. Just the way your necks line up. All right.
And then as he like dreams comes down, he kind of sees like all these bubbles like as he's like surging through until he like pops out, and he looks a little bit different. He's got 2 electrical drums at his side. His clothes have kind of just become like this like giant lilian petals, but you know, still got the chest out completely. Gotta show give the guns a show. And then his horns have grown longer. His tusks have also kind of grown longer too, his incisors or whatever. And his hair's gotten a bit more wild as well. Okay, let's find her.
All right. The light of a starlit sky stretch, creating long strands as you very quickly move through an expanse. You find yourself in a sea of stars above, below, behind you, in front of you. No idea which way is up or down. The silver expanse is dimmed, muted, as if someone has drained the starlight from it. Floating islands drift like broken memories. Shredded constellations hang above and below as they flicker in and out. You look across and you see her. An orcish-like woman, very similar in stature and build, similar to the Sanasha that you are traveling with, yet something seems off. Her facial features are not quite hers. The ears not nearly as pointed. The jawline not quite right. All of the features seem distorted in one way or another, where they're just like a poor mimicry almost. You are an observer in this. She floats in the void, suspended by a fraying silver cord that stretches behind her into the infinity of the sea. Her eyes are wide, pink with blood that is flowing into them as she claws at her throat, trying to breathe in a place where breath should not matter. Something is pulling on the cord. Something you cannot see. Something patient, cold, inevitable. And then the cord snaps. Not with a sound, but with a silence so absolute it feels like the world has stopped. She falls, plummeting downward into the sea, but there is no down here where she is, but inward, spiraling into herself, into memory, into oblivion. Her body begins to dissolve into drifting motes of silver dust. From the expanse, something slithers its way towards her. Just as she turns completely into dust, a root, thin at first, then thickening, glowing with ancient green gold light, it pierces into the plane like a spear of life driven into a dead sky. More roots follow, weaving around the drifting pieces of her soul, gathering them gently, tenderly. The roots pull her toward a vast silhouette, a tree so enormous it dwarfs the stars in the cosmos. Its branches stretch across eternity. Its leaves shimmer with every life that has ever been. You feel its presence before you understand it. Ancient, patient, sorrowful. It does not speak, but Naoki, you feel its intentions. Not yet. Not this one. She has more to do. The roots wrap around the fragments of her soul, weaving them together like threads of fate. You watch her reform, not perfectly, not identically, but into the Sinasha that you know. A new shape, grown from an old memory. Daylight floods your eyes as both you and Sinasha gasp for air, awakening into a new day. Everybody may mark their character sheets for a long rest.
What the hell was that?
I don't know. What?
Did you do it wrong?
No. Obviously, because you can remember it this time.
Did I just die?
I don't think you died.
I don't remember dying.
You've been reborn, almost. Like something saved you from some kind of tree.
The tree. Who was
it?
What was that? Who was that? It doesn't make any sense. It's. I am who I am. But I don't understand.
This. I don't understand either, but that's the truth of it, is basically this ethereal tree that you've been calling on has saved you. And it's continually weaving your soul over and over, even though you keep dying by something, but I'm not sure what. It snapped the cord, and I couldn't see.
I don't know. Maybe we need to try again, but who was I there?
You were you, but something was a little bit different than usual. You didn't seem quite like you, so that's why I think that you're constantly being reborn, and your soul is connected to this tree. Why, I don't know, but this...
Not my time yet. Something I need to do.
I do think that you should hold on to this tree, because it seems like it is constantly saving you. The way it embraced you, it didn't seem like it was trying to choke you out. It was just saving you and just lifting you up.
I know the tree, Naoki. That's the one thing I know. I haven't seen it, but I can feel its grasp. I can feel it brushing against my skin when I get angry. I can feel it moving my enemies where I need to hurt them, or saving my friends when they need to be saved. The tree is an ally, I understand, in some way, but how? became me doesn't make sense. How she got there doesn't make any sense either.
I don't know, but your fate seems weaved with this tree, so that's all I can tell for now, but maybe we can have someone else examine you from the grove that specializes in this.
I need to write this down. I need somebody to draw what I saw. But this is a problem for later.
Mm-hmm.
I need to see who this other woman was.
She looked like you, but there was something wrong.
No. So, the clothing she was wearing, Dungeon Master, did it seem like it was from another era entirely, another culture that they might recognize?
Make a history check.
A history check.
History.
Histoire.
Right.
That's a 5.
A 5 and
That's a
a
12.
12.
Yeah.
Not any historical era or culture that you can recall. But it doesn't take a high history to just know that it was a lot more, dare I say, primitive in the way that it was put together. Like hides of fur stitched together with some crude thread that's made some sort of animal's intestine almost. It was functional, not couture.
Well, whoever she was, she obviously didn't have a good tailor.
Reading is fundamental.
Well, we should get them up.
Yeah, we should maybe describe the tree to Emmeline, and maybe we can find a reference to what it was. I need to understand this power. We need to get going. We need to get to the grove. We have a job to do. We have people to save.
What's our next step?
Breakfast.
All right, players. As you have all awakened for your day and gotten ready, putting your gear on, getting ready for your adventure outside the city, I will give you this last opportunity if there's anything that you would like to do or discuss with each other.
I mean, outside of us over breakfast describing the tree to Emmeline so she can try to sketch it, that would be all Emmeline. That we if she's back yet.
When you went to wake her up, it was pretty clear that she kind of just came into the room, into the penthouse, and fell onto the bed and fell asleep. No blanket covering, so it's pretty easy to wake her up. And you said that this tree was what color?
It was the most important thing was it was in the stars. It was in a void, floating islands.
Okay.
Something very distorted from what is reality. It's definitely not from this plane.
I feel like you might have seen glimmers of it when I used my ability, but the color was different, almost a golden light.
Okay. Emmeline will listen and try to sketch out what they're saying to her, almost like a suspect approximation picture, but for this dream and the tree, and she'll do that while she eats breakfast with the team.
Why would a person be connected to a silver thread in a field of stars? I don't know if I understand. Does that mean anything to you? I feel like my mother mentioned something about a silver thread once, but I fell asleep in class.
There's the thread of fate that we learned about in the grove, but something's different about this one.
Maybe
Do you
it
know
has
anything
something
about
to
this
do
tree?
with the gods.
Maybe.
Their influence.
It almost seemed to be like the only thing that was keeping her from falling.
Do you know the name of the tree?
Unfortunately, the tree muted me, so I could not say anything. It just kind of let me observe what was going on. I tried to call out, but nothing was coming forth.
It's a tree. If it has a name, it's a name given to it by people, not a name that it would claim itself. It may be.
Do you know that name of that tree?
It's sorry. The vagary of my answers, my lack of understanding of the nature of the tree. I feel its nature, but I don't know what it wants from me or what it is. That would be something better found in a book.
Okay.
It feels like some tree of connecting all life, though. If that means anything to those with knowledge I don't have.
I'm assuming that you are not the only one to have ever gone through this, so maybe there's history within this Forgotten Grove that we're going to, or your own grove from
By the
the
way,
records. I don't know how it works for you in the grove, but
there are books.
you know, okay,
You know.
of course. You know, I didn't. I was just meaning, you know, record keepers. Anyways,
Books, scrolls, you know. But no,
maybe they'll know.
our mother might know something. Yes. We have a busy day ahead, so we need to be prepared for a fight. Like Lady Darthmon said, the moment we leave here, that thing will come for us.
Should we just fight it?
I say we give that angel hell.
Just get out of the way?
I may
That way we mustn't rush?
Well,
I feel like... Oh god.
you had a thought, Nuki.
I feel like Percy's gonna be especially helpful in this one.
Shoot your idea. Go on, hit me, because I've got no idea what you're suggesting here.
Nexus. I feel like her blessing is more of a blight to this angel, and I feel like that she will come and she'll be a lot of help in this fight. I feel like this angel's gonna be very weak to anything related to her. It's just a thought, though.
I will add.
He couldn't get through her shadow.
I will add that as you all are exiting the Bone and Blossom and heading out the gates of the city, it is currently a very steady drizzle here within Vestodum.
We all crowd around Naoki because of his umbrella.
You know, you'd think it rained more here.
Why?
What?
He points to the shroud of clouds above them.
It's not natural, though.
It's clouds.
Not all clouds mean rain.
Yeah, but that's a lot of clouds. You understand that, right? That's like way too many.
Yeah, but it's divine magic. I don't understand it.
Then why not divine rain?
A divine rain would probably...
It should be divine amounts of rain.
I mean,
There are stories of great floods that wiped out towns, so, I mean, are you sure you want that?
I'm just saying it would make sense.
It's fair. That's fair.
Frankly, you know my position on them clouds.
anti-cloud?
You don't like clouds as well as undead? Like,
He wants...
Oh, brother.
What did the clouds do?
They protect the people who don't like.
They're putting chemicals in the clouds.
I'm turning my zombies gay.
It's all jet stream.
I was gonna say kobolds, but you know.
It's all jet streams.
Put
Oh, no.
chemicals in the clouds to turn the frickin' kobolds gay. Anyway.
Yeah, it was Nexus creates the clouds by just running jets all over the kingdom constantly.
So,
Are we going to acquire steeds? Are we on our way to go get transportation right now as we're leaving
ask
this
for that, yeah.
establishment?
you did ask for that.
Yes.
I would say that one of the porcelain masked people is currently walking you all to a place not like inside the city, it's slightly outside. They're wearing, you know, even their rain gear is very, so well made and tailored. Gloves that are skin tight, like almost like latex, coming up past the elbow as they're just like walking down this roadway as if it's a runway as they head out of the city to a stable. Is there anything in particular that you are looking for?
I would like the sturdiest horse you have, the one that spooks the least. As many of them as we can get, really. Honestly.
Unless you have something that can fly.
This would also be interesting.
Yeah. Do you have any recommendations? We are heading to the Mornwoods, so. Do you have any steeds that handle unusual terrain? I don't know.
Donkeys, maybe?
We do not have any horses or donkeys in the city. But we do have something you might find interesting. We were told that you're going to a grove, correct?
Correct.
That is
Yes.
correct.
Well, then you need the proper amount for the occasion. Throwing open the doors to the stable is two lines of 3 elk-like creatures. They are undead with very large bone white antlers that have flowers and vines growing around them, very similar to the bone and blossom, where you might guess that's where they were sourced from. They have a strong skeletal frame that is covered in moss and lichen that has have you ever seen the lichen in the lakes in South America that glow as the waves come in? That's the same kind of glow, that slight blue faint glow as you like run your hands down the rib cage. The lichen reacts to your touch as you disturb the microorganisms within. These elk whites you may find suitable for your journey. They can scale steep cliffs as if they were mountain animals of that sort, climb over branches, make strides and bounds across streams, and overall I find that this is what you will find most suitable. In fact, Thane did a collaboration to make these for you overnight.
These look incredible. Wow. Emily's just gonna kind of circle around one of them and kind of look them over, look at the bone craftsmanship. And they control just like any other. You just hop on, good to go.
Once it is bound, it is only bound to one who writes it. Just a small drop of blood on the saddle. You notice that the bones have been shaped to create a very nice saddle with a hide covering to it. There is a small crystal at the front of it, of which you can poke your finger, almost like the what is it called? The needle of a spinning wheel. Thimble's not the right word. And you just can poke your finger, and the crystal will take your drop of blood. You should not have to worry about anyone stealing these. That's all.
Fantastic.
Gorgeous.
Thank you.
Brilliant.
Do they have different colored flowers on their antlers?
So the colors match the same colors as the bone and blossom. How they switch between like the violet, the pale blue, the lavender colors.
Okay. Great. Emlyn will go ahead and hop on one, do the finger prick, and get settled.
We'll do the same.
It's kind of a high seat.
Oh, these are set taller than horses would.
Oh yeah. Yeah, these
These are
are
quite tall.
Diablo does prick his finger and then do the thing, and then he just jumps, like standing jumps onto the onto the elk.
Yeah. I assume we all do it.
Yeah.
Mount her. Mounts.
All right.
Groundbreaking.
Groundbreaking. And soon enough, you are riding through the plains to the south.
We're going to have to go through the... Do you think we'll be able to get across the miasma on these, or should we go around? She'll kind of inquire to the group. The map makes it look large. I
Were we
don't
given-
know.
Were we given any advice on which way to head? Like, is there are we taking them across a ferry to get to the other side, or do we have to go the long way? Asking the new master. Sorry, I switched from character to my voice, and there's no difference.
There is a bridge to get to the
There's a-
miasma.
Okay.
Otherwise, the storm would be kind of cut off, like from a military standpoint, or a overall defense. So
So we're
there
going
is in
straight
fact a
into
bridge.
A big
Straight
ass
south.
bridge.
Hell yeah. Great.
Right? Naoki? Stand tall. We may be completing the task you were set out for.
Maybe. We're not sure if this is the one or if this is something else, because there's only 2 known grows, but there's always whispers of a third.
Off we go.
They might be keeping information from you there, Naoki. But you know, we'll see. We'll see where the world takes us. So the journey of which you have before you get to the bridge that crosses the miasma is a day's worth of a journey. The light does not very different. Very much as you continue throughout your day journey, and you notice that as the elk trot, despite them being very how how do I want to describe this? Colorful in ways, but much like, kind of like how Dia de los Muertos is very colorful, but still macabre in its own way. The starch white, the bone white, with the colors of the flowers in contrast to it. They don't seem to get noticed as you're riding down this path by things prowling throughout the plains surrounding Vestortem. There is wildlife, I will say, in this area around. There still has to be an ecosystem in order for a living things to thrive, especially the people. There's still livestock that exists. There's still crops that are grown. And there are farms outside of Vestortem, because all major cities do have farms outside in order to feed the city itself. But the footsteps along the road are silent. In fact, when you're traveling on these whites, you have advantage on stealth at a moderate pace.
Nice.
If you travel quickly, it is a straight roll. So no, they cannot fly, but you can travel with the ability to stealth as you do so at a fast pace.
Interesting.
Is there anything that anybody would like to do as you're trotting down this path?
I'm just keeping an eye out for any sign of this angel.
Could
The best of my
perception
abilities.
check for me, please, there, Percy.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can have conversations while we're riding, I suppose.
You always
30.
can do that. 13. All right. You keep an eye out. You look to the skies. You look behind you. Look east, west, north, south. Not
Up.
northwest. Look northwest.
I look up.
Okay.
Anything there? Nothing there. We're all good.
So, Renatus, you, figure we'll have an easy time fighting an angel.
Yeah. I can't say with some certainty if we will or not. Considering how our fight with a being that was nearly as powerful as a god went.
What? Which fight?
Oh shit, I'm drawing a blank. What was the guy's name that we had a contract with?
Contrast?
Yes, Contras.
Well, y'all didn't have me there.
That is true.
But not only an angel, but apparently a corrupted one. I wonder what that implies. Angel that takes bribes, maybe?
Perhaps. Who knows? I guess there's really no way to find out but to have to fight the thing.
I suppose that is true.
I wonder if there's a way to uncorrupt it.
Maybe. But I think that stems back to the point of we got to figure out how it's corrupted first.
It would be certainly an opportunity to show our, well, disposition to the gods if we save their weapon instead of just save their angel instead of destroying it, right? As we care about.
Maybe.
I suppose
I mean,
so.
could be worth a try. I don't know the first thing about how we would do
Can you
that.
ask her?
Ask Nexus.
Yeah.
I can give it a go. I'm gonna. No, I can't. I used all my material components on that spell. Never mind.
Also, it's gonna be really hard to light up.
Yeah, and I'm like trying to do a ritual while I'm like.
Yeah.
And it's raining.
No,
And it's raining.
and it's raining.
I mean,
Sorry, Naoki.
what if you just ask her? I mean, Renatus does that all the time, and it's bound to work for one of you eventually. Right?
You know what? Yeah,
I mean-
Renatus he'll kneel and he'll actually begin to pray.
On the horse. You kneeling
like-
on the elk.
We stop for a moment. Everyone gets like some cheese. You know,
Little lunch break.
little lunch break. You know. Meanwhile, y'all can have a little prayer circle. You know, gather hands and
Sing Kumbaya.
You find a tree that you manage to stay under the canopy of. It doesn't protect you completely from the rain, but it is comfortable enough where you eat some rations, and Renatus does kneel and say a prayer to his goddesses. And what are you trying to ask exactly, Renatus?
I guess just ask them. I'm asking them, basically like a sign of the way forward, some assistance if they could, with how do we handle this situation. If there's a way to potentially uncorrupt a corrupted angel, so we don't actually have to, kill the thing.
Okay. Gonna make a normal way to communicate with the gods. You need a spell or ability to, or god or goddess. You need a spell or ability to do so. I will let you do a religion check for this one.
All right.
whoa.
Yep, that's about as good as I thought that was gonna go.
Oof.
It's like if a skeletal hand shoots up from the ground and just gives you the middle finger and comes back down. It's like,
I mean,
All right, very well.
with the barrier of Nexus, that's probably as good of a single signal you were gonna get, right?
Probably.
You like pick up the phone and just ding 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 ding.
as you are heading down from the more mountainous terrain that surrounds Valstorm, you kind of have this like decline, and it's a wide open plain with rolling hills and farms. And far off in the distance, you can see the miasma, and like the size of your fingernails, you like hold your hand up, is this massive obsidian colored bridge.
Right up there, if you guys look and see. She'll kind of like point.
That's massive. Is that all black?
Yes.
What color's
looks
the water?
great.
What color is the miasma?
What color is miasma? The miasma is a seafoam green color.
Not the color purple. Okay.
Naoki will get off his.
in there.
Hey,
I
sir,
want to poke it.
poke the miasma, or
That's very far away.
Yeah, poke the miasma.
we're just seeing it in the distance.
Oh, I
You,
thought we were up on it.
You poke the map, push a hole through it because it's raining. Oh. Okay, so we're making good time. Let's continue on.
We might be there by tomorrow.
It is getting late. You would need to set up camp.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I guess we should find a good campsite. Yeah.
Does it look like there could be any caves about nearby?
I was gonna say something caves, good tree cover, or is it just?
So the only cover you really have is this tree that you have, but I believe Naoki's. Doesn't Naoki have an ability to make something more comfortable? Like,
And give us protection.
Yeah, it's my little bubble. It gives like +5 on stealth.
but does it do anything?
So
for
we
the
could
weather?
sleep on the
Or like
bridge.
Chloe wanted to do, has something to say.
I actually don't know if I did. I'm going to double check here because I'm pretty sure I have acquired. Yes, I have. I have acquired a spell that will allow us somewhere to be. Is this the spell you have, Naoki? This private sanctum one? Mordecane?
Mordekainen's private sanctum.
Yep.
I don't have that. It's more of just like a.
His is a class feature.
Yeah.
It's more just like a magical sphere that lets you
Yeah.
rest in a bit of what would feel like the Sealy Court.
Who's this Mordecane?
We're just gonna call it private sanctum. Okay.
Evelyn's private sanctum.
Period. So I can cast that if we want to try to push forward a little further, or I could cast it here.
I mean, it is getting late.
What does it do?
I'm very glad you asked me.
She pulls a book.
It does something. Yes, it does something very. She's been flipping through her book the entire ride. I can choose to have certain properties in this area. It could be as small as 5 feet or as large as 100 feet on each side in a cube formation, blah blah blah. But it can either have it so sound can't pass through the barrier at the edge of the area. The barrier could appear dark and foggy, preventing vision, including dark vision. All right, so no peeping. Sensors created by divination spells can't appear inside the protected area or pass through the barrier. Creatures in the area cannot be targeted by a god's eye, basically. Divination spell. I don't know about the gods, but you know what I mean. Nothing can teleport in or out. Pretty much all planar travel is blocked within the area, so that's good, I think.
So, your opinion and Naoki's combined would be useful.
Sure, I'll just leave my umbrella outside.
So
Can you
I will say that it doesn't necessarily protect you from the elements. It's more of like a magical defensive barrier.
It's helpful when something's hunting us down, though.
It is. It would be useful for that, but I'm saying like as far as the elements go, what you are, do you guys have? If you do not have like camping supplies, like a tent, for example, in your equipment, you will run the risk of a level of exhaustion. You do not have a way to protect yourselves from the weather.
Wait, I was looking through mine and it says that any light from the open flames in the sphere is not visible outside of it.
Uh-huh.
Which is great from people not being able to spot your campfire. But it still is a permeable substance in which the rain can fall through.
This is why I keep saying we need to make a list of things so we can do things like buy tents.
All right. Well, with no great shelter options close by.
Just see. We not buy tents.
I'm trying to think if there's anything I can do.
It's fun searching for the word tent because tent is in a lot of words.
Actually, there is something I can do. Naoki's going to crack his hands and conjure up plant growth.
Okay.
And that covers 150 feet with a lot of brush, pretty much makes it very thick and overgrown. That should be enough to at least get us a little bit of a shelter going.
Master Michael, does that count? Is it enough undergrowth that we could, like, fashion a rudimentary lean-to with the brush and branches? Like, we got surviving. Survivalists here.
I will let you make a survival skill check with this there, Naoki.
Can I help?
I mean,
Who's the most survival? E.
It has to be. It has to be Naoki since he's the one cast the spell. I will allow him. I will allow Percy to help since he's the one called first. You get to roll with advantage. The DC is 10 because of the spell that you cast.
Yeah.
Can I give guidance on that as well?
Well, he doesn't.
Oh,
need
right,
that.
good.
I'm
You
good.
got 21. So with the current tree that you're
Let's see how the
huddling
one
under, the branches of the tree grow out and kind of as you're like directing it, Percy, and telling like, you know, hearing what to do here and there, the leaves grow really thick and the water kind of runs down at a slope, protecting you from the rain. You guys don't have to sleep close together, but you will be able to shield yourself from the rain.
Just sleep huddled up, you know?
I will
Okay.
need a
Ooh, this
watch
is nice
order,
and tight.
please.
I'll take first watch.
Diablo will take last watch.
Like first watch as well.
I can take second and last.
Yeah, Sinatra will take second watch. Yeah, we'll go with that. She's not particularly feeling like sleeping, but she's still tired.
And Naoki will be last with Renatus and Diablo. And as the party lays down their heads to begin their rest for this evening prior to arriving to the Mornwood, that's where we're going to take our mid-session break. So everybody, thank you so much for tuning into the session so far. It has been a wild ride so far, if you ask me. However, if you're just now joining us,
If you're just now joining us, you have no idea what you missed. There were fantastical things happening. You know, dolls at one point, feeding bread to the masses. Wonderful things that you maybe want to get caught up on. A really interesting dream sequence. It's a big lore drop. Really cool stuff. And if you want to get caught up, well, this is your opportunity. If you're listening to us on the podcast networks, this is where we put all of our streams. If you're kind of just a little bit into the stream, you can go back and listen to the thing from the start. You want to watch our beautiful faces, please. We have beautiful faces, some of us. You can find the live stream of Prestige Encounters uploaded every Tuesday on YouTube. But we'd love for you to be with us live and joining us in chat. So you can find us at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on lichsouls.ttv. On Twitch, we also stream on TikTok. And wonderfully, we also play other things because our Dungeon Master is also a streamer and plays games like Dead by Daylight. But there are other games, and we also have servers, wonderful servers. We have a private server for Valheim and Minecraft and 7 Days to Die. And so lots of opportunities to join us, experiences with us, and play games and have a nice private server experience that is friendly and not toxic.
yes, come join us in a live by sundown, everybody. Anyway, I will see you all back here in about 10 to 15 minutes as we take our mid-session break. Thank you so much, Guy. And we will be right back momentarily. Stay tuned, everybody. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the mid-session break of Prestige Encounters. Us players take this time to refresh ourselves and get a few more snacks, refill our drinks, in order to bring you a more exciting adventure. We would like to take this time to let you know about a few things that goes beyond our Dungeons and Dragons campaign. First and foremost, we have a Discord server at lichsouls.com/Discord that you can join and then play a wide assortment of games with us like Dead by Daylight, Sea of Thieves, first-person shooters, and more. The games we play together change as time goes on and new games are released, and you can join our Discord for more up-to-date information. You can even join us every Tuesday for our community game nights. If you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe once a month to one channel of your choice for free. Here at Lich Souls Gaming, we have streams that go beyond Dungeons and Dragons. Throughout the week, you can catch me live playing an assortment of games and even use your channel points that you earn during the streams in order to affect what happens in the stream itself. We have over 20 static and animated emotes that our subscribers get to use in our channel and other channels as well. So hit that subscribe button and join all the fun. Well, my cup of players tears is running dry, so I'm going to let our other cast members tell you about our amazing sponsors for the rest of the stream.
Hi there viewers, I'm Josh from Prestige Encounters, and I heard you wanted the best looking maps out of all your friends. Well, do I have you covered with Arkenforge, the best map making tool for all your TTRPGs. There are many different asset packs which can be used within Arkenforge, but if none of these tickle your fancy, then import your own and create anything your heart desires. When building those maps, you don't want to forget about these features such as built-in animation and music plugins to make your maps feel alive at every moment, touchscreen support with Fog of War which allows in-person play, and a dynamic lighting system to make even your nighttime maps look their best. Making maps has never been easier, but now I hear what you're saying. I don't like subscription fees, and that's okay. Neither do I. Arkenforge is luckily only a single time purchase, and we can help you out even more if you use code LICHSOULS at checkout. That's right folks, if you want the best maps around, use Arkenforge, and don't forget to use our code LICHSOULS at checkout.
Welcome to Prestige Tales.
Oh, hello. I didn't see you come in there. Welcome to another episode of Prestige Tales. Tonight, we tell the tale of the Dungeon Master who could. Once upon a time, there was a story of a Dungeon Master trying to weave a grand tale of heroes and monsters. While the prose was mighty, something was missing. Combat in its most epic form must come with epic music. Knowing that this was lacking, one day the Dungeon Master tried to create music of their own. Let's see what happened. A moment meant to be the culmination of their tale instead became a tragic end. Ashamed, the Dungeon Master walked off into the sunset, never to be seen again. The moral of this tale, be the Dungeon Master that could with Midnight Syndicate.
Yeah, and you all hear an angelic choral movement surrounding Casimir, which does not fit this music that's playing right now, which is fine because it's lovely music.
Midnight Syndicate are a talented musical production group creating gothic, horror, and fantasy music from your role-playing game at home. Don't be a natural 1, roll a natural 20 with Midnight Syndicate. These absolute legends can be found at www.midnightsyndicate.com on the YouTube, Alexa, Spotify, or Apple Music.
Oh, hey there, bud. Didn't see you there. Glad you could stop on by during your mid-session break there. Oh, I'm just having a cold one and watching the game here in memory of my late cousin. You may have heard of the guy, Prestige Pete Peterson. God rest his soul. Boy, I tell ya, old Pete there was a good man, and definitely did not fake his own death to throw off the scent of the IRS there. Oh, that's a touchdown. But if old Petey were here, he'd want me, his cousin, Lich Souls Larry, to tell you all about the incredible merch over there at the Lich Souls Gaming merch store. Every bit of merch you can think of to help support your favorite D&D stream. They got such things as t-shirts, hoodies, mouse pads, stickers, and so much more. So head on over to lichsouls.com/merch and pick yous up some merch there today. Well, I better get on up out of here and let you get back to your mid-session break there. Let me just find my coat and oh, when you know it, I'm already wearing it. But before I go, you know, I got this nice casserole back at the house if you want to come on by and take it home with you. Wouldn't be no trouble at all. You can just bring the container back at your earliest convenience. Let me just try to find my coat here and oh, still wearing it. Oh, jeez. I swear my mind these days, it just ain't what it used to be. Speaking of losing their mind, you know who died recently?
Did you just yawn?
Yes.
Tell me, son, what have you been drinking to keep yourself hydrated and energized?
Generic coffee brand?
Fool! You should be drinking Rogue Energy.
What's Rogue Energy?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Rogue Energy is an energy drink made by gamers for gamers.
It is made to be the ultimate gaming energy drink with 0 fillers, 0 added sugars, plenty of essential vitamins, and oh so low calories. You can be supremely energized and or hydrated
without the monstrous macros of the competitors. Not to mention the wide array of delicious flavors that Rogue Energy and Hydration come in. That includes both the powder formula and canned energy drinks. And get this, Lich Souls Gaming knows that our viewers are hard-working and hard-gaming individuals that need that energy throughout the day. So you can use code Lich Souls at checkout for a discount off your order of Rogue Energy. And how do you feel, young gamer?
I feel great. Rogue Energy has been a complete game changer. And my order also came with this convenient shaker. You've really shown me some useful info, Mr. Rogue, sir.
Now that is indeed what I love to hear.
It's fine. Woo! Woo-hoo-hoo! That was good. That was good. Watch my heart rate go up. And they just hit the South Tower. No, because then no family will be able to move here for generations.
That's okay.
All right, here we go. One last time. And then once to the back. Everybody, and thank you so much for watching the mid-session break of Prestige Encounters. If you have not yet done so, be sure to join our Discord at lichsouls.com/discord. And now we're going to return to the adventure. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Prestige Encounters. Thank you so much for tuning in to our mid-session break. We are back, everyone, and we're going to start our long rest. So the rain is going, the music is playing, and I believe that first up for their watch is Percy and Emmeline. You guys can start your watch by making perception checks separately, or one of you can do so with advantage as the other one helps. I'll let you decide.
+5.
You want to do with advantage?
Yeah, go for it. Go for
Oh,
the
I'll do it.
advantage. Yeah.
Okay. Let's rock and roll. 18.
Thank you so much.
Cool.
You sit there, you stare out into the darkness that surrounds you. There is kind of a mist or fog that seems to hover above the grasslands, but not in a haunting way, but in a serene, peaceful way that reminds you as like the peace of a long life. Take it away.
Emmeline is going to be sat, and she's just going to be kind of chewing on a rogue piece of bread that was left in the bag of holding. She'll be eating that and flipping through the notebook, periodically looking up and looking around.
You got any new notes in that book of yours recently? Any worth a second thought?
I wish. I keep reviewing
what I have. And it's not enough. It's not really making sense. Maybe there's too much. Maybe it's not, you know. I'm pretty worried about the future. I'm excited Naoki is going to return to his family, but there's something coming that I can't figure out what to do about. This comet. You don't know about the comet, do you?
No, no one told me about a comet.
Never explained that to you. Here, let me flip. Come over here. Look at this page in my notebook here, okay?
Yep.
And she'll kind of flip through. And as she's flipping through, you'll notice all sorts of pictures and diagrams and blocks of text. And I don't know if it will load for me, but she'll show you the prophecy that's written in the book about this comet. It goes like this. The veil is torn, to the comet forewarn, from beyond the fold, monsters of legend told, God come, gods fall, the comet brings the end of all, death shall leave her sacred throne, mortals become dust and bone, cosmic beings of tremendous terror return from a single error, and gods come, gods fall, and the comet brings the end of all. This was a message that was delivered to us quite a while ago through the form of a jade mask falling in from the sky. Yeah.
What? Okay. That's... That... Okay.
I'm worried
Yeah.
because back when we gave the answer of our investigation, she had mentioned she knew something about this comet. And I can't help but feel like maybe we made a mistake.
I mean, who really knows if she knew anything? It might have been a desperate ploy to not be turned into a doll.
But how would she know about it?
I mean, if she did, I presume that knowledge is somewhere else, right? Unless she was just holding on to it, but I feel like that's the kind of knowledge that you kind of spread out and write about and give to other people. Obviously, she withheld it from you because she wanted a bargaining chip, but if she knew, she must have contacted other people. Like, she's not just gonna let the world end, I'd hope.
Well, yeah, we'd hope, right? I don't know. It's worth a thought, but I don't. Just keep in mind that back when we were exploring the Jade Monasteries, they were explaining to us, and that was before your time as well, I suppose, in a way. But look, okay. Basically, when the sun and the moon come together, that's when the comet will come. That's our time frame. So we know when. We just don't really know how to stop it. So I'm hoping we can get some research on that after this arc of ours. But on to problems that are more easily solved. It seems like, you and Diablo are getting along great last night.
So I don't understand that guy. He's he expressed very brashly that he didn't want to see me feeding at all, but then offered to give me some of his blood if I ever did feel hungry. It felt a little sketch, but yeah, but not in like the I just go bite it. Like, he said he'd drain some of his blood and I'd be able to keep it, but it felt, I don't know if it was a trap but I don't feel like he would do that.
I don't think he would. He's very earnest, very honest, for the most part, I would say.
Maybe he was just looking out for you.
Maybe. I keep
Are you gonna
trying
take him up?
to prove. That's a good question. I don't know. I keep feeling this hunger for the blood, and I don't want to be like that. So I'm trying to suppress it, but I don't know how long I can do that for.
Can you eat rabbits or animals or something?
I'm worried that if I get a taste, it will become a craving that I can't not desire.
Or, on the contrary, you enjoy it, you consume enough to the point where it's not a novelty to you anymore. And it's not something that you desperately need. It's a nice treat. I don't know if that's possible, but surely it is. Of course it is. You know, the Blackshires, they're fine. They're normal, right?
I mean, who knows? We saw them for a dinner. Who knows what they really do? What they could be doing now? They could be feeding on thousands of people now as we speak. Maybe hundreds. Thousands seem quite a lot.
You know, I think this is probably the closest you will get to a willing participant, an ethical, consenting participant, so it's worth a thought.
Yeah. I guess. True. That is true. Cool.
Next up, we have Renatus and Sinasha.
Renatus? You awake?
Yes, I am.
How did you feel when you found out that you came back?
I wasn't quite sure at first. I was confused. Frightened, I guess, at first. Because it's not every day that you get to stand face to face with a goddess, so. But excuse me. As our
So it was a direct encounter. You were welcomed into the world by your goddess? Goddesses.
I believe it was a direct encounter. All I know is there was one moment I was alive, the next moment nothingness, and then suddenly I was floating in a void.
A void of some making, or just a waiting room?
I'm not quite sure. It was just a void filled with mist, and there was a light, and a voice came from the light, and that's when my goddess spoke to me and she revealed herself to me. Well, one of them at least.
Or tell you why they chose you?
They didn't give me any specifics, just that they saw great potential in me.
I only hear the words now. It's not my time yet in my head now. But I wasn't that person, so is it a dream, or Was it something else? Am I going to wake up gasping for air this morning every day? Or is the dream going to fade? Or was it there because it was a memory? I don't have a goddess to explain to me why I needed to still be here, what I have to do. When will it be my time? When will it be your time, Renatus? When will you get to have a life of your own, or get to have the rest that you've been denied?
Can't say. Because even I am not certain.
Do you think you've ever been in love?
Perhaps. Maybe in a past life, who knows?
So, you admit there's a little bit of a softie inside of that cold, hard exterior, then? Did I push too far? We went from like serious and went to like a little more lighthearted, you know.
Well, yes, I don't quite feel as the rest of you do.
Maybe.
It still fills me with some feeling of sadness whenever something happens to one of us.
Maybe it's it's there. It's just a little slower to come out, maybe. You just have to give yourself time to just be. Don't just be your duty. I know I've pushed you on this before, but my life isn't just about being a grand adventurer. My life is my home with my parents and a small hut in a grove that I may never see again.
Maybe there is something in which you say of, what do I do after all of this is said and done? But who's to know if the goddesses will allow me to stay around? Who's to know that I have to make a life of my own after we're done?
Yeah. Well, and have some hope. Maybe if they let you rest after this, you will find someone who's been waiting for you in their eternity.
Never thought of it quite that way.
For now, we'll be your family, if that's okay. We've been through enough together.
That is true.
Guess we'll do perception checks.
Actually, can I
that's
get
okay.
Renatus and Sanasha to deafen for me?
You want just offs to
Wait, huh? Whoa, the reverse? Oh my
Reverse
god.
deafen.
Reverse deafen.
Yeah.
Alright.
Wait, I was about to deafen then. I got so confused.
Whoa.
Diablo, Emmeline, Naoki, and Percy. You open your eyes and find yourselves standing on top the summit of a mountain. A sea of stars and cosmos stretch as far as the eye can see. However, Like a tear across the sky, you see the streak of a comet. A blacked out sun in the distance, casting a red glow in contrast to the green light. As the tail crosses across the sky, you see something being cut open like fabric with scissors drawn through. Thousands of eyes peek through this void and stare at you.
There is not much that you can do, but there will be a time and place for when the end comes. I will feed on your despair. I will savor every last drop as we consume the essence of life and light from this world, returning it to the nothingness from whence it came.
From your feet, thousands of worms, cockroaches, and maggots begin to pour forth, begin to spiral around your legs, your torso, up towards the orifices of your mouth and ears. Screams are choked out. And Diablo and Naoki, you're being shaken awake by Sinasha and Renatus to wake up.
That's different.
Wait for the shakers to.
Sinasha, you and Renatus are waking up Naoki and Diablo.
So nothing happened. It's totally fine. We're all fine.
How are you?
Yeah, just Diablo sits up like Michael Myers.
Okay. It's time to...
Not bending at the waist, just straight, like just pivots from the heels.
No, he uses his tail to push himself up.
Looking like Undertaker, just.
Nick, wake up. Wake
I'm
up.
awake.
Shakes him really hard, even though he said he's okay.
I'm awake.
Slaps him in the face. It's time for your lunch. No, I don't have to like do damage, but sorry.
And I will say this, Sinasha and Renatus, you do not hear this in your head, but in your awakened state, Diablo and Naoki, you hear.
Even now, my emissaries make preparations. It will be too late.
Okay, you okay? You look.
Diablo looks at Naoki. Because when this thing happened, did they see each other?
You were in a group of 4.
Okay, so yeah, Diablo's gonna look over to Naoki just with like a kind of, his eyes will portray a look of confusion.
Yeah, I guess it's time for our watch.
Yeah.
Well. Okay. Well, good night.
Good night. Yeah.
Yeah, get some rest.
Sure. Yeah. Looks confused. Goes to sleep.
I need a perception check from one of you with advantage or separately as a straight roll.
I'll give it to Naoki with
Plus
advantage.
5.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Renatus is here.
Yes. So I got a plus 10 to perception.
Oh wait.
Oh shit. Yeah, at advantage. Plus 10. What the freak?
In fact, Renatus has seen every danger to surprise you. He just hasn't said anything.
Oh my god! That's a nat 30.
Well, dirty 30, but
Dirty 30, my bad, you're right. My bad.
Like I was last year. Anyway.
I mean, it was a nat 25. Dirty 30.
Yes.
Wait.
What?
Guys, for clarification, that's a nat 20.
It's a nat 20. It was a dirty 25 plus an extra 5 is a dirty 30.
There you go.
There we go. Math.
Yeah, we just walked right up to that weird line.
Anyways.
You don't see anything on the horizon, but you keep your eyes peeled.
He doesn't blink ever.
Do you happen to have a weird dream?
I have many dreams, but that one in particular was new.
What did you see?
I saw me, you, Emmeline, Percy all kind of just standing there on top of the mountain as this comet comes across. The sky itself is falling apart, and thousands of eyes are looking at us.
You know, the worms and the bugs say they can feed on our sorrow, and right, okay. And you heard that when you woke up too?
Yeah, it was faint and kind of distorted, but I could hear it.
Yeah, Renatus, I think we have a big issue. I don't know what the hell it was, but something sending a message about some comet or something the other.
Do I know anything about this? Do I remember anything about the comet?
Outside the warning of the Jade Mask and the prophecy you got for it. What Emily told Percy earlier during their short rest is what you would remember if you were listening to that moment. But yeah, you know that you've been warned about a comet. You did encounter an entity that feeds off of sorrow and despair beneath the dwarven kingdom of Rubalon. Very, very early in the campaign.
The thing that, out of character, the thing that gave the mark, right, to what was it, Valerie?
Valerie.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it probably has to do something with what Percy and Emmeline were talking about earlier, but it's not looking good. Or it don't sound good, at least.
Mm-hmm. We should definitely go to that library after we figure out what's up with this grove in the Mornwood.
Yeah, I reckon we should try to avoid any cataclysms that result in, the sky being torn open.
They did say that it was going to come at the next solar eclipse, right? So we should find a calendar that can maybe, or at least some kind of way to tell when that is coming.
Yeah. It's probably a good idea. More, shit on our plate.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Well, maybe on a brighter note, since I found out that the dream spell does indeed work, do you have anything that you would like me to maybe see into your dreams? I can, as I've seen with Sanasha, it can bring out the subconscious of things that you've repressed, forgotten, maybe you don't even know yet.
Be honest with you, Naoki. I don't think there's anything I've forgotten. I'll pass.
I don't believe you, but I can understand why. And then Renatus, I do apologize, but unfortunately, it won't work on you. You have to be sleeping, but you're not able to sleep. So I can't do it.
That's all right.
And soon enough, your watch comes to an end. Safely making it through the night. The ground is muddy and wet, but there is no more rain falling from the sky. What would you all like to do?
We have a quick breakfast, I assume.
Sure, which I have explained in great detail in an alternate timeline.
Yeah. So we head off on the road.
Mm-hmm.
An eventful night. All together.
I had the strangest dream. I would agree, but
Was it the comet thing?
What? Comet?
yes.
See, me and Naoki had the same dream.
I didn't even know about the comment until 30 minutes before I had that dream. How is that? That's so.
I thought I was having the dream because I told you about it.
That was so weird.
We all had that?
You said evil
Yeah.
comet coming to kill us all, and then I have a dream, and an evil comet's open in the sky, and I get eaten by worms, and I was like, well, the worms I get because they were in the cheese, and that's kind of like freaking me out there. But then the comet, like, I was like, am I just remembering stuff that I've just seen recently or what? But then I was like, why is there no elk? Or like,
Yeah. So
you know?
the comet from the prophecy, the warning about the black
Yes.
comet will fall when the suns and moons align.
Yes.
With the feeding on our sorrows and ripping the sky open and all that terrible stuff. Sounds no good.
Yeah, that's a good choice of words. Well, I didn't dream about that. When did that happen?
It was happening right before you woke me up, I think.
Oh, so that's when everyone but Renatus and I were asleep, then?
I suppose.
Right.
Huh. Was it the same voice as the entity that gave us the prophecy?
No, I have no clue on that.
Yes.
Was it DM?
No.
No, it wasn't.
No.
I only have like 2 voice mods, so it was not the same. The echo was there, the otherworldly like presence was there, but it wasn't the voice intending to warn you. It was the same voice that if your character was in Rubalon, you've heard that voice before.
I was gonna say my character was not there, but that was the creature from Rebellion that Valerie definitely did not help free into the world.
Interesting.
Okay.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, if none of you recognized the voice, then maybe it was just a coincidental dream.
I don't know.
I
4
think
people
Diablo was
sharing a
there.
dream is kind of rare.
And he heard it.
Yeah, Diablo was there with the maggots and everything because he died on the way out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now that I think about it, it does sound like that mass of gross maggots and stuff that put that mark on Valerie's neck before I, had my epic battle against the fearsome dragon that I almost killed.
Very similar.
Valerie.
Yeah. gave me the heebie-jeebies, so to speak.
Okay, it's a creature made of maggots. So
Yeah, it was in like a weird dome, if I remember properly.
okay.
Like a cage.
Not necessarily. It was like, I think it was a weird dome. There was a bunch of like dead bodies around it.
I see. What were you doing down there?
Looking for something.
Do you want me to help?
I know it's been such a long time, and I've done so much badass stuff since then. So stories get mixed up.
Yeah, Valerie's body in the bag of holding, saying, "I could tell you all the things."
Did you all bury her? I thought y'all buried her. Oh no.
No,
Not yet.
still there. Not yet.
We're
Okay.
taking her back to Elnira. I'm just ritual casting.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you would go on a memory journey with me, when you were in Rubalon, these corrupted people started to emerge from the ancient city depths. They had like red cracks across their skin, and a soft glow, as if like it was like I described it as a log that's been burning on a fire for a long time that had like the cracks and the ember glows within. Upon you going down into the old city Rubalon that was formed during the Tears of Tumes, when the city basically collapsed in on itself and the new city was just built on top of the buried city, there is a massive creature, like a part of a creature, and it's like a tentacle like thing, that was red and black and was surrounded by corpses, and you freed it. It gave you messed up one of the protection rooms, I think specifically Emlyn did, and allowed it to return back to its home.
Valerie purposely broke it. Emlyn was going to strengthen it.
Cram specifically said, "Don't free it." Let's remember that, guys.
And
You know,
it was
not that I-
it was pissed because it thought we were going to keep it trapped, and then Valerie decided to do the noble thing and set it free for no consequences. And
You know, now that I remember the situation, and since it was put so clearly by you, Emmeline, you know, retelling the story, I do remember the corrupted beings attacking the city of Rubalon, and these dwarves, they died and they came back corrupted after they died, and I beat the shit out of them.
There was a story when I passed through about the Veiled Vanguard helping the city, but they weren't very specific of what you did.
Corrupted. Did you just say corrupted?
Yeah, they were like, I mean, that's what it looked like. They were all red and gross and stuff. After they died, they came back that way.
I wonder, maybe there's a connection, and she's gonna, as we're riding down the trail, she's gonna pop open her notebook and start flicking through the angel, the corrupted angel. I know that we dealt with that corruption, but the dream, the angel, the corruption.
So if you're saying the angel is red and looks like a burnt log, you put it, then it's corrupted by this thing, not Nexus.
But I think
Perhaps, yes.
Unless, I mean, is this entity in some way actually related to Nexus? Are they?
This is a good question.
What?
I mean, are they?
You could try to ask her, right?
We don't.
You're like,
Nexus is a goddess.
I'll give it a go when I get a chance.
I mean, what kind of entity would fight against the rest of the gods?
one that
Something
wants to eat
the world.
them. Yeah.
I remember after we fought those corrupted bodies, the guards came up and they were looking at us crazy. But I proved that we were on the right side of things by making sure all of them were still and beaten to the ground. As unfortunate as it was, and some of these victims became these things, we had to put them still. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Are they like zombies of some kind, or?
I know, I've seen zombies before. These things were weirder. I believe they when they attacked us, they left some corruption in us, and we had to get it taken out.
I see. You said Valerie had a mark on her neck at the end of all this?
After we talked to that thing, I couldn't see it. It was weird. It's like a pile of maggots moving around.
Okay, that's interesting.
It hurt to look at.
And you guys freed it.
I didn't free shit.
I mean,
He was part of the. He was there
well, the story.
when it happened.
Hey, all I know is that there was a bunch of magic mumbo jumbo I didn't know how to deal with, and something that they did led to it getting all weird. All right.
Okay, my fault. I didn't mean to insinuate you did it. I just thought, I mean, as the group, you guys freed it.
Yeah, I was an onlooker.
I mean, it sounds like from what I'd heard, because I was passed through after you, there were people dying, and whatever you did saved the people of Rebellion. So
that is correct. The corruption, the power of this creature was starting to like get through the barrier, and it was basically like poisoning the ecosystem from beneath. Kind of like how radiation almost can poison soil and make it toxic and make people sick. And those who succumbed to that sickness became those corrupted creatures. I'm only jumping in here because it was so long ago and the memories need jogged.
Memories are fun. I wish I had Valerie to speak these.
And these
memories.
are things that your characters would remember. Everybody was there except for Sinasha and Percy.
Yeah.
You know, I remember, it's poisoning from under. It makes me think of this one time I was in the wastes. There was this magic crystal underneath the farmer's, farm. And some of the carrots started growing ears and eyes. It was, it was pretty gross, but, they were on discount.
You sure that wasn't corn? Because they come in ears.
No, they were carrots.
Never mind, Diablo.
Interesting.
It was definitely a corny joke. I get one.
Yeah, that fight wasn't exactly the easiest. It was a pretty rough one. I'm hoping this angel is corrupted in like a moral sense or something, because that might be a tougher fight if it's the same type of corruption we remember. Not that I couldn't overcome it, but for your safety.
Of course.
Well, it sounds like it was more like it was corrupted by Nexus as it tried to push through the barrier. Nexus seemed to smite it with her powers, what the High Stellar, or not High Stellar, Darthvine described it as.
It's a good point.
We'll just have to prepare ourselves for an inevitable conflict.
I mean, obviously this is an oncoming issue, but do we know something about when the suns and the moons align? That would be an eclipse, I assume, right?
Mm-hmm.
He looks to Emmeline because she knows stuff.
It would.
So we need to find out when the next full lunar eclipse is.
Which is what we tried to do back with the Jade Monasteries, and they snubbed us. So maybe, I don't know. I mean, Percy, maybe you could involve that in your prayer and just be like, hey, when is the next eclipse? You think she'd answer?
Maybe. Maybe she can't see the sun and the moon because of all the clouds.
How would we even know?
She is the clouds, right?
I mean, they still mark dates here. That's the thing. Like the solar lunar cycle would still exist, and I don't presume it would have changed significantly enough that they wouldn't be able to at least mark when the next eclipse would happen. We just have to find people with books who aren't horrible and like to hold onto knowledge greedily up until their impending dooms because of a wayward group of adventurers siding with a god of deception.
Why didn't you just like break in?
Oh.
And just like steal all the information you needed? Why did you have to like do it formally?
Because those who break and steal from the Jade Monastery are punished and caught.
Oh.
Well,
Except for
I mean, the Jade Monastery.
Yeah, Maggie wasn't caught.
Jade Monastery might not be there when we get back, unfortunately.
What?
He probably loves them, honestly, because, you know, they're just awful.
Well, I feel as if once we make sure, you know, Naoki and Sinasha's families are safe and everything's okay in that neck of the woods, one might say, then we could go up north and really answer these questions. I think we have good questions. I think we have a good focus. We just don't have the resources we need. So.
Well, I mean, if we're talking about stopping something on that scale, we'll need a lot more power than we have now. And some powerful weapons and, you know, so.
Maybe it might be worth seeking out some of them weapons they mentioned up in the God Scar.
When we're ready. Right.
Yeah. The High Stellar did say that if we tried to go up there, we would be killed almost instantly.
Okay, well, let's focus on the task ahead. Let's cross this bridge and find the grove, and we'll...
Speaking...
I mean, didn't you all talk about a trial you did? Or, you know, were there not more trials you might gain power from? Things like that?
It happened once or twice. But I'm not exactly sure the locations of which we would find all of these level up points.
Link.
I assume that you need... We'll have to seek guidance on those. I mean, if this is world-ending, God-destroying, we've got to figure stuff like that out. I mean...
Do you think there's maybe another key?
A key?
I mean, we did find the key to Casimir. Maybe there's a key to the other gods?
It's a good theory, and it's something wonderful that we could look up when we go north.
DM. They would remember that they had another key.
They had a key, but it's currently in the void.
Yeah.
Yep.
The bag of holding. Okay.
Yep.
So keys to... Well, we'll seek out... I mean, if we... Are we the ones who have to deal with this, or should we start also informing powerful allies so that they can prepare? We can't be the only ones who can face this, right?
I do think we should inform others, but we need to make sure we know what we're informing them with and how to properly prepare. So we need to know more.
It has to be concrete evidence. I don't think they're going to listen as they did before and now look at what happened to Kiradal.
Oh, Naoki, can't you just bring somebody into your dream and show it to them?
I mean, I could, but I don't think they'd be willing to. If they're not willing to,
you can ask them if they're looking for proof. Right? Shared dream. Group of people all at the same time. A voice you've heard before, an entity that was corrupting an entire city. That seems pretty compelling. It's more than nothing.
I mean,
we can give it a shot.
I wouldn't trust a dream, I'm not gonna lie. If someone said, oh, hop in my dream, there's a big comet, and then you showed me a dream of a comet, I'd be like, well, it's a dream. Get over it, little bro. You know?
You are really, really dismissive right now.
I'm just saying, I wouldn't, like... If...
You know, I don't like to say this, but I can also use that dream in a more monstrous way as well. So, don't make light of dreams, little bro.
Oh, snap.
Okay. I think we're getting a little heated. All right. Let's start off with something.
So funny 'cause
Let's
he
start off with
froze in that
something.
face.
Let's start off with something easier that we can all really get a good handle on. Sinasha, Naoki,
Yeah.
are there any customs that we should be aware of when we come into your guys' home? Do we need to bow? Do we need to spin?
I mean, weren't you all in a grove?
I'm just checking with. Oh, okay, it is.
I mean, you have to be welcome
Yeah.
to be a member of the grove. You can't find it without their assistance normally, but
Shoes on or off policy?
Noki doesn't wear shoes anyways, but they allowed me to wear my boots. And they're just people
Okay.
for the most part. They just see the world slightly differently. They appreciate nature.
That's why I gotta ask.
Some of them don't eat meat. Some of them don't.
This time I'll try to find it. This time I won't purposely pretend I don't know.
Wait, you did that?
What are you talking about?
Why would you do that?
Maybe I just didn't want to go, but they wanted to go.
Wow.
It's your home. Don't you want to go home?
It's a house. And with that, he'll like get on his elk.
I think we've been on the elk the whole time.
We've been on the elk. We've been riding.
Oh,
Yeah, we're
he'll just kind of
yeah.
squeeze the horns a little bit, making it trot a little faster.
You twist the throttle.
Losing the stealth bonus.
Put this
Do we
bitch
have
in
any-
maximum overdrive?
Do we have any difficulty getting over the bridge, or is it pretty self-explanatory?
So as you are
We'll cross that bridge when we come
getting
to it.
All right.
as you're approaching the bridge, you're still, a couple hundred yards or meters away from the entryway. And this bridge is incredibly large. And you start to make out the forms of these very tall creatures standing about 10, 15 to 20 feet tall. They are, in fact, giants. The two standing on each side of the entryway into this gate are wielding these massive scythes with cloaked heads with hoods up. Sorry. And light leather armor that seems to be covering their body to offer some sort of protection.
Do they see us? I'm sure they do. Do we see them like readying their arms?
They seem alert.
Do they look like they're guardians of the bridge? Like, are
They
they wearing...
appear to be guarding the entrance. They're standing on each side of the entryway onto the bridge.
Hello? He waves at them.
Looking down at you as you approach. They don't get aggressive. Give me a second here. A booming voice rings out. Who are you?
We are the Veiled Vanguard.
Do you have permission to cross the bridge?
Lady Darthbine sent us this way.
You notice that there are two banners hanging on each side of the bridge that matches the same sigil as the one upon their armor. It is a black crown that is hollow, has a hollow center in it that is surrounded by a number of stars. They have obsidian eyes that are, and like their skin is a mix between ashen gray to dark black, like onyx black.
Do they seem to react to her saying Lady Darthbine at all, or are they still?
Do you have credentials?
Percy? You got your thing?
I'll present the knife in like a ceremony, like not ceremony, but like a, I got this, you know, that kind of vibe.
They look at each other. They step aside, allowing you to proceed.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you for your service.
Go ahead and make a history check for me.
Who? Everyone?
Whoever wants to make a history check.
Sure.
Me! Oh, okay.
You can make the history check, Emmeline.
Awesome. On it.
He said whoever. 5. No, 10.
A 10? No!
Roll for shits and giggles, see if I can get a high one. The highest so far.
It's actually funny, Diablo, because you are more likely to know this. These giants, the ones that built the bridge that crosses the miasma, are hail from the city of Valenheim. They are giants ruled by the undead giant king known as Velgor, the wearer of the Hollow Crown, which is actually an artifact class magical item. However, they are very loyal to the Imperator, that is the head of the Empire. They're just a kingdom of giants that has been basically annexed into the Empire historically. And yeah, they still retain the title of King Velgor. Did I say undead giants? They're basically giants of shadow. They're shadow giants.
Cool.
Yeah, so that king that they got is like a king with a little star next to it. See the footnotes. But that's the basic gist.
It's interesting.
You would know more, but y'all rolled really bad on your history checks. So
15's not bad.
No.
We keep running into giants, huh? We found giants and the evidence of giants and the remnants of the world kiln as well.
The what?
There's a whole There's a whole jungle place underneath the crater in the ground, and there's like giant lizards and other things.
You gotta look at these sketches. Take a look at this. She'll kind of like ride her out up to his and.
The artifacts there that you guys promised you'd help me get, but it's okay.
We're getting them. We got teleported here.
It's okay. No, I see it. I get it, guys. It's okay.
Devin, do you still need them, or should we seek other artifacts?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Okay.
We'll get there eventually.
I mean,
Let me get
what would happen to you go to a place that's got a constant burning sun?
It's gonna be a shame if you burn up soon as we get some good old-fashioned sunlight.
Maybe.
You definitely look like you need a little bit of vitamin D right now. You're very pale.
What's that?
It's a vitamin you take that. Do you not? Okay.
That might be like an upper echelon thing that you're thinking of.
It's something that the herbalists are starting to offer.
Okay, what was it? A vitamin? Yeah. Okay. Let me guess. You get it from the sun.
That's apparently.
You travel across the bridge, and it is a very impressive architectural like feat. But in this world of magic, monsters, and men, it is a very it can happen. It's not as actually impressive, but if it was in our world, it would be really cool. Nothing particularly important happens here. It is manned and protected by an army of these giants, or rather a force of these giants. As you know, if you're able to cross to the border of the Mornwood, these gray trees, barren and petrified, stand like sentries before you.
Would one feel a morning vibe from this general area? Okay.
Say, Naoki, don't you have a connection with plants?
Yeah, I mean, I could. What are you wanting with them?
I'm wondering,
think?
maybe they'll know where to go. They know the forest better than anyone else.
It's worth a shot, although if they're like the druids from my neck of the woods, they probably have it to where the trees won't tell you unless they know who you are.
I mean, we have.
But you have cred.
Some might say he has tree cred.
Sinasha shows, points out the symbol of her grove to Naoki, saying, "We may not be from this grove, but we are of the grove."
Fair enough. Okay. And then he will cast Speak with Plants and allow the 30 feet around him to speak.
Do they have to be living plants?
I mean, it just says plants. So, Mr. Tree, or Mrs. Tree, I don't know. Do you know where we can find the grove?
Unfortunately, these trees are not living. Therefore, they cannot speak. They are petrified. They're basically stone at this point.
What about the grass? Anything? No.
There, everything in 30 feet.
I mean, it doesn't say that the trees have to be living. It just says they have to be a plant-like
it's implied.
entity.
Heavily implied.
I feel like once a tree's petrified, it probably doesn't count as a plant anymore.
No, it's not a fossil.
Yeah, it's inorganic.
You can also get them to move too, so it does imply living. That's why I asked the question of are they visibly dead? And before,
They aren't picking up, unfortunately.
I hear the.
That's a
dogs
shame.
eating.
What?
Yeah, no necroplancy around here.
Maybe they probably have a different variation of that spell where you can speak to dead plants.
Do you think if I tried to... Wait,
what if you cast your spells together? You could do animate, speak with plants.
So should we just join hand? I don't know how that. I mean, it's worth a shot.
Why don't we
I
just
think we
look
could
for
do
it?
yeah, we can find our way, sure.
It's something.
I
Hope would've
mean,
been-
you could be looking all day, is the thing.
Yeah,
I don't know
but
where this one is, versus I know where mine was.
Well, you know the
how to
telltale
talk to dead
sign.
ones.
The hammers.
Crashing into the ground before the party is just like a comet. Something shoots down and strikes the ground. Dust kicks up. Some trees fall, and as the dust settles, standing there, basically in the superhero pose as it stands up, wings across its back, shards of wispy shadows stabbing into its body, coiling around it. One eye is pitch black. It looks at you all. have been sent here by the high beings of light, and it came at a cost, but I will do my duty to end your lives. It is your goddess who has done this to me, but I will not die here without taking you out first.
So, is this worth it? Can't we help you?
It has been implied that this realm, the area of the Zingizan Empire, has a blessing about it, a barrier of which gods cannot interfere. And it seems that when a emissary of celestial background enters into this area, the shadows begin to basically eat it like a parasite from the inside out until there's nothing left. Sinasha begins to ask if there's anything that you can do to help. There's a flash of light. This radiant brilliance shoots out from the body of the angel. I need everybody to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
What about those with Nexus's protection?
Nope.
12. Man, what good is that protection spell?
Well, it stops it stops them from being able to find you specifically. Basically,
But
it
we're
can't be
grouped up,
spied upon.
so it doesn't
However,
matter.
the group doesn't have it.
Yet. Group doesn't have it yet.
All
right, well, you're gonna die. I'm
DM.
gonna roll a new character for you.
DM, I have a question.
Struggle anymore.
How close are we to the bridge? Are we still in eyesight of the
I'll say
bridge
you're
and the
past the
golem
forest
and like
line.
the giants? No. Okay.
I'm gonna say, just looking at these rolls, it does seem that those who did not have the protection of Nexus are doing a little bit better on this Constitution saving throw.
That's what I'm saying.
Just saying.
You know what?
Yeah,
right?
whatever.
I don't want this like what's it called? What, blasphemy. This blasphemy.
It is blasphemy.
Right. Blasphemy in my sacred land of her brilliance, her holy darkness, her.
I'm really glad you were able to get over that other god. You know, you really, that was just.
Are you just
Yeah, I
forcing
like
your
this.
religion
You.
on me? You know I'm an
No.
atheist,
The
right?
DC was 20, by the way.
Yeah.
Wait.
That's actually really funny.
The only people who passed are the ones that that's
Everybody who got less than a 20 gets 32 points of radiant damage
16 if we did.
and half as much if you succeeded. And you are also, if you did not succeed, you are currently blinded as sunburst shoots out from the body of this angel.
Mind freak.
And take note if you're blinded or not.
There is a button for that.
There is a button for that.
And we will be rolling for initiative next week at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here at twitch.tv/LichSouls, as we will have to wait for this story to come at another time. That is where we'll end tonight's session. Thank you so much for everyone who have tuned in so far. I can't wait to have another great initiative with these wonderful players as we continue on with our story. A lot happened, yet so much more to be revealed. As I'm going to pass on over to Jeremiah, who plays Diablo Dorado.
Yeah, Diablo. Yeah, as scary as this shit is, because I mean, an angel who's, you know, kind of tweaking is crashed in front of us.
He's bringing American culture to the Zingizan Empire.
He's up in the switch on us right now. We're kind of fucked, maybe, but Diablo's gonna hold out and attempted his best possible way. You know, because based on the context we were given, it doesn't seem like clearing this angel of its corruption is going to happen, especially not with the power of Nexus, considering things like, you know, the fact that he was this happened to him because of Nexus. So Diablo's going to try to beat the shit out of this guy with the help of his friends, who hopefully will be not blind soon. Maybe. But yeah, with that, I'll pass it over to my fellow not blind DC passer, Quentin, who plays Renatus.
Hey, thank you so much, Jeremiah. Yeah, great session all around. A little bit more, a little more character development. I wouldn't really so much say lore. I'd say more character development than anything, but
both can be true.
Both are true, yes, but I would certainly say there was more development than there was. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. Yeah, get a little more background on these characters. A little bit more of what's going on inside their heads. And now we get to fight this thing. So, yeah. Everyone else got their backup character sheets ready? Because, oh boy, next week.
Always.
Actually, you know what? No. Forget that, because I don't believe in backup character sheets. I never have one, so... Honestly, the past... this campaign and the past two, never had a backup sheet, because I am just that confident in us. Anyway,
Renatus goes first now. First.
It's okay, we just got the last bodies done too.
Yeah, oh... Well, luckily mine was done at the beginning of the campaign, so it's fine. Anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna stop rambling. So as always, thank you to everyone who was chatting up in chat tonight. Thank you to all of our wonderful role players for bringing this amazing story together. And speaking of amazing stories to bring to life, thank you to our wonderful DM Michael for putting together such an amazing story for us to bring to life here each and every week that we can. And yeah, that's all I got. So with that, I'll pass it over to Sanasha, who is played by Guy.
It was a fun session altogether. I was glad that Naoki got to delve into the mystery of Sanasha's croak dream, and get to just kind of potentially reveal a little bit of unexpected lore from Sanasha, something she herself did not see coming. And obviously dreams were a major message and theme for tonight. We had Sanasha's dream, we had the dream warning from the entity that shall not be named because I forgot what it is off the top of my head, but it was a fascinating experience and reminding us that there is a ticking timer as to when this horrible thing will happen, something to drive us forward, to push to better ourselves and get stronger. But
Who's that with us and ticking timers? I don't get it.
I don't know. There's always a ticking timer. She's got to watch. But good roleplay. Nice to have little moments where people can explore some things, where friends can offer the vitae to their friend if they get a little hungry, and us finally get to deal with this threat that was brought up last week, or we get to maybe defeat another angel, because we got to keep doing that. It's part of our theming. I also point out that the three marshals are the only ones who aren't blinded. I'm going to pass it on to Josh, who plays Percy.
You know what? I just remembered that we sent Eggy on a mission, and I can't remember if we collected Eggy. So maybe Eggy's just stuck in Vastorum for the rest of his life, living with the fractured people.
I will remind the party that Eggy is attached to Emmeline. He will come back.
Yeah, eventually.
Okay.
Eggy will return.
All right, that's good.
Even if you destroy him, he'll just come back. So yeah.
I feel like this is gonna be a cool moment in 50 sessions. 50 that's a lot of stuff. 30 sessions, 20 sessions. I don't know. Whenever we're fighting the comet and the big bad comes down and then Eggy jumps on him and then I don't know, does something.
Steve encounters Doomsday? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. What was I even? I don't know. Cool session. I don't know. I don't have much to say. Cool session, cool roleplay moments. Super scared about the meteor. let's fight an angel. Yeah, I'll pass it on to Chloe, who plays Evelyn.
Yeah, similar thoughts, similar ideas. Doing the recap, it was really fun today. Actually, like the style of that was fun to make and work on. So that was a highlight. I'm very excited to come back to this area. You know, to go see the tower. I know we have to go do this, but seeing the tower will be cool. I want us all to fret not. I have a plan, as I always do, and the plan will go perfectly and seamlessly. So make sure you tune in next session so you can see how I solve this issue, right? Like every other issue. But that's all I really have to say. Thank you guys for playing with me. Thank you guys for watching in the crowd, and thank you, Michael, for setting it all up. Isaac, Isaac playing Naoki. Take it away.
Yes, it was a very fun session. I can't wait to do more dream sequences. At least one for each person. Sorry, Renatus, we're gonna have to get some bigger person to help with yours.
We're
You just gotta hit him on the head hard enough.
It's okay.
We just have to incapacitate him. Technically, it counts, right?
I mean, we could just hit him with a frying pan.
Sleep spell.
Sleep spells don't work on trance.
Well, he doesn't have trance.
Well, I'm just gonna pass it back to Michael.
Thank you
Well played, though.
so much there, Isaac, and thank you to all of the players for being in tonight's session, of course. We'll see you here next week at twitch.tv/LichSouls next Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until next time, bye!